Well, Poppy, a sport that I really like, yes, the Dragonboat racing. Of course, we had the World Championships.
We did.
Here in March. We've been fortunate enough to get the President, John Holland, in to join us. John, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
Look at the shoulders too. You can tell a bloke that's into Dragonboat racing. I tell you what, seriously, you're in good shape. You're in pretty good shape. Your shoulders, look at us slumping down. I'm trying to hold my chest
down,
back.
mate. Straight away, you went like this.
Here we go. Hey, it keeps you fit though, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
You know,
the whole body
as much as it's fun, it's there's a fair physical demand on it.
We do hours of training for a few minutes racing, and that's the same as every sport, I guess. Yeah.
Let's talk about it, Johnny. How much time a week would you spend on the water?
Well, we train 3 times a week,
Yep.
about an hour, hour and a half each day.
Yep.
Then we do a bit of gym work, a bit of walking, running, whatever else we can fit in.
Is there a specific type of person that is attracted to Dragonboat racing? I mean, obviously, as an Asian sport, it would be huge. But here, is it businesses that just want to keep fit and build community? Who is it?
It's a whole lot, but it's mainly people that like to work within a team.
Yeah.
And it's a real team sport. It's not like footy where you have your star full forward or star full back. Everyone's got to work the same. There's no point in having someone really strong and having the rest not being able to keep up with them. So it's all got to be together.
Johnny, it's a sport that's evolved over 2,000 years, so it's got a fair bit of tradition to it, and Poppy touched on it, big in the Asian countries, but it's starting to grab people in Australia. It's starting to really, I mean, 18 clubs here in South Australia, so the popularity is clearly on the rise.
Sure, yeah. And we're getting lots in the country too. Lots of country people love it.
On the boat itself, there's the dragon head at the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Is there a significance to that? I mean, they're fantastic in colour. Does it vary from country to country or state to state?
No, the dragon's heads are all basically the same. They're different designs, of course, because each boat manufacturer likes to have their own design. But there's a head and a tail on every boat, and the drum seat.
Is there specifications for a Dragonboat? Obviously,
My word.
Yeah. So it's a height, length, weight, but there are some, as Phil alluded to, some particular opportunities to make your boat unique.
Not really.
No, is that right?
You can put different scales on it, you can make it different colours.
Yes.
But if you want an IDBF spec boat, that's the International Dragonboat Federation, you have the standard boat which sits 20 people and the small boat sits 10 people. And there's a specification you have to follow if you want to use those in a competition.
So we won't see a winged keel dragon.
No. When we bought the boats for the World Championships, we visited China and we ordered the boats, of course, and they had this boat for us to look at, and they'd added a keel to it. And of course the IDBF people saw it and said, no, you can't.
I thought we were doing the right thing. We're talking about the World Championships.
The catamaran will be out next, mate. So,
we're talking about the World Championships. Look at these guys go. I thought this was in fast motion when we were in the break.
No. They're going to do that in 42, 43 seconds.
Okay, so take us through 200 metres in 40 plus seconds. I mean, that's almost running speed in the water, 20 people in a boat, drummer at the front. Take us through the intensity of that 40 plus seconds.
Oh, you break it up. You have your start. Your race starts probably about 15 to 20 strokes where you really power the boat up. Then you've got to go into a transition, then you've got to have a finish. So there's 3 sections to it.
Who determines that transition?
The sweep.
Okay.
There's the steerer at the back.
Okay, so he's determining that, mate. What's the role of the drummer then, other than annoying you?
Annoy the residents?
I know. Oh, please don't. No, we don't want to touch that one. Mate, the World Championships were here in March and it was fantastic. A lot of new people probably just came down to have a look. I mean, there were a couple of people, I'm sure, that complained and thought it's too noisy for 3 weeks. But has there been a bit of a follow-on from the World Champs?
There has. There's been a new club join us. We've got another one being started and another one being revitalised. So, as I said before, it was about 2. There's now 3 that I can think of that are coming back in for the season.
How did we get the World Championships? I mean, how does little old Adelaide get the World Championships?
Events SA are a marvellous group.
Yeah.
They founded at Sport Accord. They approached us to put a bid in, so we put a bid in. Our bid went to Australia. Australia had to back it first. We went to the Australian Dragonboat Federation.
Yes.
Then we presented in Szeged in Hungary at the World Championships there and won the rights there.
Right.
A lot of parents talk about the sport to put their kids in that's team orientated, that's healthy. This kind of fits all of it without any injuries because there's no impact. I mean, obviously muscle sore.
Yep.
young kids, the Dragonmites, how's that going?
Oh, it's coming along. We've just started it. We've got a core group of kids that are having a ball. We got them into the World Championships, and they won medals. So
pretty excited about it.
Now, Port Adelaide, who have got an association with China, doing a promotion with Dragon Boats in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, in July on the Torrens, just before I think it's a Thursday night game.
Okay.
So we've got to get a few crews up there and racing on the Torrens.
It's a great initiative by Port Adelaide. Well done to them. Great opportunity for Dragon Boat competitors to showcase, and I think given the flow of the traffic, it gives you an opportunity to introduce tens of thousands again to your sport.
And hopefully they can all get there.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not raining.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about it in the AFL or all sports, the ground, the grass. I mean, the water is a different. Obviously, is cleanliness-wise, but Westlake's to rowing in the paddlers in the Torrens.
Yeah, Westlake's saltwater, so obviously
more buoyancy.
More buoyancy, and Torrens is renowned for being a bit slow.
Yep.
It's not very deep water.
Yeah. Hard to get that wing keel through the mud as well.
It's really clean and encouraging to work in. Yeah.
I didn't ask you before, when you went to purchase boats in China, what sort of cost are we looking for a
20's boat would cost around $10,000.
Okay, wow,
a small boat around about 8.5.
So how is that funded? Is it funded by the people that actually are part of the boat? Is it the club? How does that money get raised?
Well, we bought the boats and we sell them on. We've sold all the standard boats. We're still trying to sell all the small boats, which they should go without too much difficulty.
Okay.
All right, one quick question before we go, Johnny. For kids that want to get involved, what's the best way for them? They'll see the footage, see the show, but now they say, I'd like to get involved in that.
Look up the Dragonboat's Facebook page or send me an email, and I'm contactable through the website. And
Great.
Yeah. We welcome any kids. We're training again this Sunday morning. Any kids that want to come out come and try.
At where?
At West Lakes Aquatic Reserve, 9 o'clock this Sunday morning.
Fantastic. Johnny, thanks for coming. I know it's mid-season. We'll get you in when the season's on and talk a bit more about the Dragon Boat racing. We need to get to a break. Stay with us. Still plenty to come.